business, 'cause that's a lot of venom.
All right, people, what is up? It's me, Nick, and I am back for another season of snake removals and maybe even other wildlife removals too. This season, I am on my own. This is my first one of the season, my first solo snake removal. So let me tell you a little bit about the call that we're heading to. A few days ago, a dog was bit in a backyard. The dog's doing okay, but the snake was never found or seen even. So we're heading out to a property right now for a little bit of a property inspection. And hopefully we can find the snake, get it moved off the property safely and effectively, and get it away from the dog or the dogs that are on this property. Because it's always a bummer when a dog gets bit. I'm a huge dog lover and I hate to see a dog get bit. But we don't want the snake to suffer because it was just being a snake. So let's get there and get this taken care of.
Her dad had said she's been out of sorts lately. And I went over and I pet her and she comes hopping in and I went, her face is small. Seen that face before. Yeah. You know, you just know. Dogs at her a million times and nothing. And the good snakes I like to have.
Yeah, oh yeah, I won't move any of those. King snakes, all the good stuff. I'll get going and I'll let you know what I find. Let's see what we got. I'm not gonna bore you all. I'm not gonna show you every little place that I look, but if I find something interesting, then I'll show you. But I'm not gonna show you everything because that would be boring. So let's do a perimeter check and we'll see what we can see. Lantana, as we all know, is a favorite of rattlesnakes. All right, so I got my little helper here. She's helping me look. Good girl. What do you see? There's something down in that hole? I really want to find this snake. Hope it's still here. That pile of stuff right there looks to me like it would have a snake in it. It's really just a pack rat nest right here. This is the most likely place I'm going to find a snake. We're going to be dismantling this for sure. And in the same instance, we're going to dismantle this pack rat nest, which even if there's not a snake here, is going to be attracting snakes all throughout the summer because it has rats and shelter, food and shelter. So not a good thing to have in the yard if you're looking to prevent snakes. I'm gonna take care of that right now. You can see I have pretty much dismantled this pack rat nest slash stack of blocks that we had going here, and I found our culprit. There is the snake, exactly where I thought he'd be. This is great. I'm so excited, so excited. Like I said, this is my first solo removal, my first removal on my own. And I would have been a little disappointed if I couldn't find the snake. But when I saw that pallet, man, I saw that pallet, all that stuff stacked up on it with some rodent activity around. And I knew that was gonna be the case. So I don't know what the best, I guess the best course of action probably is to finish taking all that stuff off the pallet, stacking it neatly to the side, and then I guess I'll lift this up. All right. Lift this up. There might be more than one. No, it's just that guy. Good size. Yeah, definitely good size. Let's see if I can just get him with my hook. I know, he gave me a big rattle. All right. Now that is a rattlesnake right there. Pretty one actually, really red, but you don't belong here, buddy. In you go. Super cool. Woo! Just gonna bite that. Super cool. First snake of the year. Good stuff. Woo! He meant business. Yeah. Look at that. So when I put my tongs in there to look at him, he bit my tongs and he meant business because that's a lot of venom. That is a lot of venom on my tongs. All right, people, so I know I said this already, but I'm so pumped I found that snake.
It's always a toss-up with inspections, you know. I try my best to find them, but if the snake's not here, it's not here. And in a inspection like this, where it's been a few days, it bit a dog, snake was never actually seen, it just bit the dog, then you know, it's always kind of a toss-up whether it's going to be here. I mean, I'm just pumped, man. I'm just pumped I found that snake. First snake of the year, Western Diamondback, and a really pretty one, actually. It was like red. So we'll take another look at it when we go to release, and I'll see you when I'm releasing. Just pulling away to go relocate this snake, and look what I rolled across. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera here, but holy crap. That's a car that's flipped right there. I think everyone's okay. There's people standing around, but dang. Holy shit. All right, people, we are here. I have arrived, and now let's go relocate. And I actually think I've spotted something over there in the distance. So let's get over there and we'll see what kind of habitat is provided. All right, people, so we're here at the release spot that I saw from a ways away. This big ironwood tree, also known as a cat's claw tree, because it's got these curved thorns that will like hook right into you. So one of my least favorite trees actually in Arizona, but it's shady. It's got great habitat around here, and there's a pack rat nest right back here. Make sure I'm not stepping on any other friends here. I'll get back here. And so this pack rat nest is going to provide this snake with a really great place to hide and also catch prey simultaneously. This is where I'll be releasing this snake. Hopefully he'll be happy here and stay here for a while, stay out of people's yards, because that's the whole point of relocating these snakes, is to safely and effectively, for both snakes and people, move them to a place that's safe for everyone. Because we don't want to kill these snakes. They were here first, but we also want to eliminate whatever conflict might be going on with snakes and humans in these very well built up neighborhoods. I had a little incident when I was unscrewing the bucket lid to take a picture. Poked my fingers through here on accident. Didn't get bit, so that could have been dangerous, but it wasn't. And we're going to be very careful with this pissed off snake here. There we go. And just look at that absolute beauty. Absolute beauty of a rattlesnake. So this snake did bite a dog. Just a defensive bite. That's always what it is. Back here, buddy. I'm still talking. The snake was not attempting to prey on the dog or anything like that. It was just defending itself from what it perceived to be a predator. So by eliminating the snake from that yard and relocating him to a place that doesn't have dogs, we're providing him with a safe space to recover from whatever encounter he has had and effectively live out the rest of his life here. Without further ado, figure out how to get this guy into this pack rat nest and leave him be. We don't want to stress this snake out too much, because rattlesnakes are easily susceptible to being overly stressed. So got him on my hook here. We're just going to go ahead and set him on the ground. And he's going to be a little bit defensive, it looks like, but hopefully he'll just figure out a way into this pack rat nest. That. What an absolutely gorgeous animal. And thank you to the people who called me to remove this animal rather than treating it, you know, as a lot of people would treat it, as a pest that needs to be eliminated. They determined that they just didn't want it on their property. They didn't want it to die, but they didn't want it on their property. So as he makes his way into this pack rat nest, we're going to show him that rattle go. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. The pattern on his back, coming back out at me. Nothing to be afraid of though. She's not coming at me. She's just
trying to figure out how to get in this nest. I don't see any entrances, honestly. Oh, there's a big rat coming out of there. So it looks like that's the entrance right there. All right, there we go. We got her out of there. And I'm just gonna put her right there, right next to the actual entrance. And that is how you do that. Now she's gonna dive right in there. And she's gone. Diving deep down into that pack rat nest, I can hear the rattle starting to disappear underground. Some of these pack rat nests can be like 10, 12 feet deep. So super effective place for this snake to live and hide, both for shelter and for food. I don't know if I caught it on camera, but a big pack rat did poke its head out. The pack rat nest could have like 10 chambers in it. So wherever the snake decides to go, the rats can go somewhere else. Especially a big pack rat nest like this likely has lots of chambers and goes real deep underground. That snake has disappeared. I can no longer hear the rattle, and that means she's deep enough for me to feel comfortable in this relocation being finished and the snake being safe. Thanks for watching. Remember to respect and protect your local wildlife. Like my hat says, support wildlife. Hopefully that dog continues to recover. Looks like she's on the right track. And hopefully this snake stays out of people's yards from now on. Making my way back to the truck right now. If you liked the outcome of this video, you enjoyed watching the process of it happen, remember to like the video, subscribe to my page for more content like this. This was only my first removal of the year, and there's gonna be many more, baby. Many more removals to come, many more adventures to come. If you wanna see all that stuff, remember to subscribe. Thanks for watching.